Now, Stolen Butterflies was written initially during, I think I was maybe my second year at Berkeley, and I tried it out a couple of times, and I liked what it was about. If you look at the CD, I'm sorry, if you look at, the CD jewel case, you'll see some words in there. And these words reflect what Stolen Butterflies is supposed to be about. And mainly it's about butterflies. You know, when you're in war, you're all excited about going to war because you watched it on TV, and it's the adventure and so forth. You never really think about the death and dying that's involved with war as you're heading there. Once you get there, of course, the reality sinks in. And how that reality sinks in is through this sense of numbing up. Your mind, your body, everything that you do is numb from the whole concept of what your reality, your frame of reference is, which is a frame of reference of safety, a frame of reference of care for your fellow human being, and what your morals are and your ethics and so forth. You just kind of go blank, and you sort of numb up. So as I'm heading to Vietnam, there's this sense of butterflies. You're all excited about going to a new world and a new land. And then as soon as you land, and as soon as you come face to face with the realities of war, this is when you numb up, and you realize that if you thought about the situation you were in, it would be very hard to make it through each day. So Stolen Butterflies reflects the numbing up of a soldier in order to cope with the horrors that is war. As you listen to this section, you can hear how the Mahavishnu Orchestra influenced what I was doing at the time. This chromatic line was something that I really dug from the Inner Mounting Flame album. So as you can see, that really inspired me. You hear me do a little talking here is to talk. It's supposed to reflect how I was suddenly
over there.
Yeah. I'm trying to reflect here that I'm on guard duty. I'm all tensed up with the butterflies, and everything that moves out in the bush is sort of the enemy. So we're really on edge. So I see something and I yell, there's something over there, and somebody starts shooting, and then it turns out that it's nothing but a tree trunk. So butterflies are gone. So that's why I added that little vocal part in there. This is like a 13 4/4 type of thing, which is, I wanted to have something funky, but not your standard 4/4. So that's Rob Williams. This one is Rob Williams. This is my good friend Ernie Denoff. It's probably both of these guys were in the studio together. It's interesting, this session, how they're both such different players. Ernie is such a sort of raw, just kind of tear into it, and Rob was a finesse kind of guy. Ernie brought in a small orange or boogie amp, just one little amp, came in and played, and Rob had cartage and 5 or 6 signal processors and reverbs, and it was quite something. And it turns out that they both just played really well on this. Once again, the Mahavishnu influence. Jerry Goodman and John McLaughlin trading licks, and Jan Hammer, of course. This is just an unbelievable drum solo. As you listen to it, you'll hear Kenwood start to play the melody on the drums. I think it's coming up here where he plays the melody. It's really cool. Oh, not yet. This is where he does his little hi-hat foot combination. I can't even understand how one person can do this, but what an amazing drummer. Oh, there's the melody. So that was Stolen Butterflies, the first cut off of my War Stories album. And that was done at the Chicago Recording Studio in Chicago, of course. And once again, I was sort of doing like a little something like tracking. That was we did the rhythm section together, whereas in tracking, I did each rhythm instrument separately. But for War Stories, I brought in Alex Warman, Victor Bailey, Kenwood Denard, and they laid down the basic tracks. And after they did that, then I brought in the guitar and so forth. But I had those three in there first, and we had a great time. And there's some pictures elsewhere on this website that shows me. I think it shows the three of us during that session. There's Alex, and there's Victor, and Woody, and myself. It was a great time. My first album, and it sort of gave me the understanding that this was going to be a good series of tunes and a good time trying to put this all together.